Thanks for your patience, guys. I really appreciate you. I've never done this, but this is going to be so fucking helpful if I can get it to work. And it's going to take a load off me. 10 a watt. Hi, guys. Thanks for your patience, guys. I really appreciate you. Shit. I've never done this, but this is going to be so okay. So this is really fun. Hold on really quick. And it's good. Learning curve. I'm not sure if this is still recording. I believe it is. And we are going to try to do a recording on live stream. This is the first recording that we've got going for Willow Tarot, so it's iconic. And I absolutely love where I paused my face. I don't know if anyone else can see that. I'm going to come back over to the Zoom screen. You guys are awesome. Thanks for your patience. As we live stream, I hope. Okay, we're going to get this going. I'm having a great time already, so let's do this. Seasons of the Witch is where we're going to begin our group read. I have been reading with these cards for 1 year. I've gone through the calendar for the 8 pagan holidays that we celebrate that I'm familiar with, and there might be more. Google everything I say, fact check. Don't trust my pronunciation, and I hope you have a good time while you're here. Seasons of the Witch. We are currently in Imbolc, as I double check. Imbolc Oracle. It's going to say that here. And there are 8 of these right now on the market, and they're all wonderful. I started with Imbolc last January. We've come around. So for those of you that have been with me, some of you forever, we've heard this. So listen. Okay. So last time, I want to make sure, I think it's this deck. Yes. Sometimes with decks, I'll get a card that just keeps coming up. You know, it's fun. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think there's definitely a message. I don't always get it, but I know it's there because it's repetition. So I think when the deck is repeating itself in some manner, it's worth listening to. Greenhouse was that card when I initially read with this deck, and I'm just curious to see if that card will come up more often than not. It has not so far. It's been pretty even across the board. Some of my decks I will get the vast majority of the time a 50 card deck, and I will get the same 3 cards. It's insane. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Bloodstone. I've definitely pulled this one a few times. This is a fun card. I think they're all fun. And you take this however you would like to take this. And as I'm reading the description, oh, I need a card cam. We're doing that next time. It's what that means to you and what that has you thinking about. So let's say I'm reading this description because we will be going to the book, but you're thinking about that time when you were 7 years old and you were looking out across the field wondering where the sun comes from. That's what's important. Those thoughts, you as that child, that's what's important. I am background noise. Go where your mind, your unique, beautiful mind takes you. That is your map, and you are the cartographer. You are the creator of that map. Follow it. Okay, let's see what we have. We have Bloodstone. What a lovely name. Card 9. Closing your eyes to the truths of reality will only connect you with the illusions you have created. Seems to be a big truth for me. So there's also the significance for me of this being card 9. And we are in the year of 10. Last year, we were sitting in the energy of 9. And it's based on what the year adds up to. Last year was 2025. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. And anytime I saw 9, I thought, this is the year I'm in. Well, I'm still thinking that. We're 1 month into 2026, which equals 10. And if I think of last year when I read this, closing your eyes to the truths of reality will only connect you with the illusions you have created. Well, that was last year. And this year's about clarity. So yeah, sure. I definitely didn't see everything clearly last year. Some stuff I didn't want to see clearly, and I didn't try to. I even put up some obfuscation, a little bit of smoke, so I didn't have to see it clearly, and I get to do that whenever I want because it's my mind. So let's see what the book says. Okay. Bloodstone. Bloodstone is known to facilitate courage in the wearer, guiding them to follow their heart and make their own way. Bloodstone will appear in your reading when it's time to make a decision. You may feel as though there are 2 different paths, or perhaps even several paths to choose from. But deep down, your soul has already made the decision and is waiting for your ego to catch up. Receiving this card suggests there is a battle between your heart and mind, that the rational path is trying to steer you towards the more reasonable or safer option, but your heart doesn't share the same limitations. The path you'd really like to take may be harder, but nothing worth doing is the easy way to go. This card guides you to avoid the safety of crowds, cliches, and herd mentality, which will not fulfill the desire that is within your heart. I want to flash back really quick. The path you'd like to take may be harder, but nothing worth doing is the easy way to go. It might not be easy, but that does not mean in any way it needs to be unenjoyable. You can still have enjoyment and have it be a hard job. I've spent 7 years learning tarot, and it was hard, but very enjoyable, so, and I plan on spending all the future years I have doing the same thing. It's interesting. I mean, I wonder sometimes I see people do things and I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? Is that enjoyable? Apparently, yes. So I don't have to understand this effect of the bloodstone, but if it were something I wanted to try, maybe wearing bloodstone, like they said, could help me, give me courage. And I think courage is really just curiosity and being okay at being scared with what happens when you go with your curiosity. So yay, courage is about having fear and knowing it and still doing it in my book. All right, at least in my book today, in this moment, Ask Me Tomorrow, I might have a completely different definition. And I don't see any hands raised in our group. So no comments or questions about the deck we just went through. So we will go to the next deck. And this is going to be Animal Power Deck. 75 Animals to Awaken Your Personal Magic by Allison Charles. I'm enjoying this deck. It's fun. It's also very straightforward. This is the one we pulled last time, Komodo Dragon. Someone in the group was telling me that their mouths are full of bacteria, and that's what kills you, I guess, or really slows you down. Ooh. Okay. We didn't pull this, but penguin, so cute. Okay, we didn't pull it though. Let's see what I got. I like the straightforwardness, the clear-cut aesthetic. We have a picture of a hummingbird. Can't screw that one up. So these are really cool for me to layer my spreads or my reads. And it might not even be that I want to get the animal energy. I just want to see what color pops up because I'm having a hard time focusing on what I'm doing and I needed to see some purple. And that helps me bring me back right to the spread I was doing. Your cards are there for you as a resource, and you guys get to do whatever you want, play whatever games you want together. No one should be telling you how to do it. Suggestions are awesome, but there's no rules, so there's no wrong. Okay, we have. Oh, I love it. We have beaver energy. Cannot get enough beaver energy. All right. And it says build with integrity. Yes, bitches. Beaver energy. All right, let's go straight to the book because I'm not gonna. I have so much to say about it. I'm just gonna go straight to the book. I have a video. I was very excited about beaver energy. It is up on Willow Tarot. If you're watching this, just scroll back a few videos. I do love me some beaver energy though. All right, beaver energy, build with integrity. Beaver represents healthy relationships, teamwork, and building a solid foundation so that you can go after dreams. Beaver teaches that now may be an ideal time to breathe life into a new project or into an old one you've given up on, but know that you should activate again. Beaver reminds you to be aware of the intention and energy foundation that informs how you teach, share, and build projects. Consider what the driving force is behind what you bring to the world. Ask yourself, is my ego fueling these steps? Working with Beaver's medicine, tune in to whether you are acting from a place of wholeness and integrity or dysfunction and insecurity. This exercise will ensure that your work is grounded in honor, which is especially important if you are in a position of power or leadership. And I think we all could say we are in a position of power with ourselves. We are in a position of leadership with ourselves. So every card in the deck offers an invocation, spell work. How do we activate the card? I mean, it's good to say you should have some beaver energy in your life because it's fucking awesome. But then how do you get that? Okay, so we read through the description. We try to find a meaning in our own heart and mind of how it could pertain to us. We look out into the world and say, oh, that's beaver energy right there. Oh, look, she's got it too. So it's he's got some beaver energy. We can see it everywhere, but we get to see it uniquely in the way that we choose. It's great if we see it like our friends sometimes, but it's not that we will always see it like our friends. And that's important. We need to see things differently, I believe. So invocation to activate beaver medicine. Sacred beaver, work with me to ensure I am building, creating, and leading with wholeness, truth, and integrity. If I slip into unconscious or harmful ways, lovingly bring me into conscious awareness and give me the ability to make a positive change. I receive these blessings from you now and moving forward. This is a beautiful deck. I have goosebumps. I do love me some beaver energy. Now, in Kim Cran's The Wild Unknown series, she does have an animal deck, and her beaver energy talks about how, and this is when I first fell in love with beaver energy, was beaver energy can be that sort of like backup energy. Like if I go to start a project and then someone comes to join me because they see I'm doing it, that person coming to join me is beaver energy. They might not initiate, but they will help you out. Like I might not be like, oh, let me plan your event for you. But will I volunteer at your event, the one that you planned? Yes, I will volunteer. I will greet people and stuff, write down things. It'll work. But am I going to do it for you? Fuck no. No. Okay. Nicole, go ahead. I see your hand.
First, it's a little funny thing to say. I first thought you said Bieber, as in Justin Bieber energy. And eventually I got it that you were saying Beaver. But I can't unhear Bieber, as in Justin Bieber. So when you're saying, you know, you love that Bieber energy, like I'm thinking like Justin Bieber. Just letting you know. I just wanted to share that. I'm thinking Justin Bieber, first of all. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. We're calling him Justin Bieber. But then eventually I heard you correct. You're like the Bieber. And I was really looking forward to this animal deck because I've been talking about animals for a while. I've been seeing a lot. I've been seeing the fox lately. The fox around this area has been seen even more. Um, and it's just interesting because even from the last deck, what I'm connecting is a message someone gave me yesterday where I'm trying to form my new career path. And when I lost my job, I saw the fox, but the fox looked very matted and didn't look well. And it was scratching itself in the backyard. Um, and I've been seeing the fox again, but it looks well. And the message I got yesterday was my own mentor. And that's been sticking with me. And I feel like from the last card and even this one, and I'm be curious what other cards you're going to be pulling. I'm really excited that I'm here. I feel it is more of the internal and not seeking everyone else. The empowerment is calling in the empowerment of yourself. And that's what I'm getting so far from your reading. So I just wanted to quickly share that.
Okay. Well, I love that. And I'm going to be doing a group read for like 10 more minutes, and then we're going to go to the individuals. And when we go to the individuals, if you would like me to focus on I am my own mentor, or however you want to phrase it, just remind me. Oh, it's no question asked. Wait, shit. It's okay. We'll make that work. I'm going to have that in mind, especially the Bieber energy, when I do go to read your cards. And I hope this is okay to say, because I think I'm recording. One of the bombers had Bieber in his name, like he was playing up Justin Bieber. So that's really freaking weird that you said that. I was like, okay, that's weird. Crazy, right? Anne Marie, I see your hand. Thanks for your patience. Go ahead.
Hi, yes, I really always love these Monday morning readings. And the first card you said was the Bloodstone. And then when you pulled the Beaver card, I just also felt a connection similar to Nicole's. I recently resigned from my job due to just the working conditions and some third party sexual harassment. I just couldn't take it anymore. And I'm on a new path as well. And I feel this drive of something bigger, something more meaningful in my life. I recently attended a charity event for, prison reform. And also, I'm interested in immigration assistance. I've been an ESL teacher before, and I'm just really exploring a lot of different jobs that maybe they won't bring in the similar income, but they're going to be a little more fulfilling in my life. And I feel this transition happening. And it was tough resigning because I really liked my pay in the job, but we have to go there every day. We have to spend a lot of time at our jobs. So I'm really looking for something bigger and something more meaningful that I can give back and do something more rewarding with myself. And these cards both resonated that way.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So two things came to mind. One was a name for you, Anne Marie. Jenna Matlin I'm taking her class right now, but she works in she's a professional reader, Jenna Matlin. She's a published author as well. And I'm taking a mediumship class with her. And she goes into the prison, at least a specific prison where she lives in North Carolina. It's a woman's prison, and she works with the prisoners and she teaches tarot.
Oh, wow.
Right. So I'm not saying that this is perhaps a path that you might like, but when you're saying that you already have this heart space to work with these people, maybe hooking up with Jenna Matlin. Now, she is public. She has, her socials. She's got her socials. She also does free events occasionally, but it might be worth. And two, I switched up on Marco Polo, which I use an app. You'll find it in my links in the comment section and chat. I switched up one of my emojis to the Ferris wheel because we're sitting in the wheel this year and I want that all around me. So that's just a little thing. Maybe if you think of this year and your energy, maybe throw up some emojis. I love emojis if you use emojis. It's like a language. Throw up the ones that make the most sense for you now. That is truly what you're conveying to people, what you're choosing to put out there. Symbology. Make sure the symbols work for you when you use them. Otherwise, you're just putting out shit spells everywhere. Sorry, I got a little fierce on that. And I totally forgot the third thing. Shit. So that's okay. We're going to go on. Oh, this is Animal. I don't know. Animal Powered Deck. That's the name. Super cute. Amanda Charles? Yes. No, Allison Charles. Allyson. Allison Charles. Very straightforward, like I was saying, but super fun to add to reads and just to read from. Sometimes, and it's quick. Well, you heard me, but that's what you get. So sometimes when I'm like, what the hell's happening? I don't want to read a 12-minute book guidebook offering. I just want something fast to tell me not to jump off the cliff.
How do you spell Jennifer's last name?
Allison Jennifer Matlin. No, Jenna, and then Matlin. And
Thank you.
she's written 3 books. I pre-ordered her 4th. I don't remember what it's called, but it's about dead people because that's the class I'm taking with her now. She's pretty good. And she's good. Let me give you a reading or something like that was the book I read. It was fun. It was really fun. It was good. It was worth it. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have 5 minutes. So what am I going to do? This is so exciting. Oh, I don't know which one to pick. Oh, okay, but we're not doing that one, so don't talk about it. You have a few minutes. Okay, we'll do this. Fine. No. Okay, maybe 2. So what we're gonna do first, because I just get such a kick out of this deck when I read from it. And I'm always like, do I want to read from that? And then I do, and I'm like, oh my God, that makes sense. The Golden Future Oracle. You see a little, there it is, metallic. See that sheen? I love that. Glitter metallic. Yes, sign me up. Diana Cooper, artwork by Space Before. So I'm assuming that's a company, or maybe it's her company. Maybe it's Diana Cooper's company. Anyway, Space Before. And these are punching. Look at this. This is what one of the cards is going to look like. Here, I'll give you an example. They're so full. They're so full of color. That's one of the big things I like about this deck. I love bright, bright, bright color. And this packs it. Oh my God, I could vomit these colors. Okay. So The Golden Future Oracle by Diana Cooper and illustrated by Space what? Beyond? Space Before? Space Before. Before what? Like, what does that mean? My God, why do they do this to readers? They can't say things like that. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Actually, so while we are reading for the group, hello, and I am exceptionally curious to see what you have to offer. I'm also curious about what does space before mean? And I am also any offerings that you have for the group. I'm talking to my deck. Okay. And I legit talk to my deck. Space before? Are we talking about the space or what it's coming before? What are we talking about? And then anything for the group? Could be one and the same. Oh, my left thumb hurts. I don't know if anyone else is getting that. Okay, I'm gonna stop shuffling because I don't like the pain in my left thumb. And I bet you a gazillion billion dollars it's gonna stop once I do this. The Golden Cities. And what did I ask? I asked, what does the space before mean? And then I said anything for the group. The Golden Cities. And it says live ecologically and harmoniously, and it's card 40. So we have Emperor energy when we're looking at this. You guys, I think we do. You guys go with whatever you want. If 4 means something else to you, go for it. Look at the rooms are all they're not nothing's like right angles aren't quite as many right angles it looks like as what I see in the buildings that we have today. And that stairwell, it looks like it's going down into water. What an interesting idea. A stairwell into water. I love it. One of the cards is unicorns. We didn't pull it, but oh my God, I want to pull that one. I just opened to it. Okay, 40. The Golden Cities. I asked, what is space before? And that's literally like, throw me a bone because I don't understand. And then, and of course, what is the offering for the group? And it could be the same. A golden city is an eco community created for the highest good of the inhabitants. In the higher consciousness, there is no ego, and this allows a town to be birthed without planning permission or government regulations. Those who propose to live there are tuned together, holding a harmonious vision of their houses, and the city is built accordingly. Beautiful buildings nestle around rocks, trees, rivers, and natural formations. Everything radiates a golden aura. Because of climate change and shifts in the geographical structure of Earth, some of the new golden cities will be built in previously unimaginable locations, such as inside mountains or floating on oceans. However, the high consciousness of the people will enable them to live joyfully, peacefully, and ecologically in different conditions. In the future, the land and cities will radiate a golden aura of love and wisdom. The guidance of this card, the sooner we start to live in a neutral, apologies, let me start over. The sooner we start to live in a natural, environmental, balanced way, as if we are already residing in a golden city, the more quickly this lifestyle will manifest. Your guidance is to make your home and neighborhood as beautiful, ecological, and peaceful as you can. Then connect with the principalities, very high frequency angels in charge of big projects. They are overlighting the development of the cities of the new golden age. So affirm that you are ready to do your part to create them. When you focus on your vision of harmony, respect for nature, and desire for creation for the highest good of all, you are helping to form the 5th dimensional blueprint for the glorious future. Each time you envision houses, trees, rocks, and nature radiating a golden aura, you are energizing the higher way of living. Ask the principalities to impress a vision of the new golden cities on those who are ready to bring them forward. That is really beautiful. I'm super duper into manifestation, and I agree. I don't know what the cities are going to look like or who's going to build it, but that's exactly how I manifest. That is yes, I love it. There are okay, sorry. I was just looking at the way the people were dressed, and they're covered, their skin's mostly covered. And I thought, is it chilly? And then I thought, well, if we're building inside a mountain, as an example, how do you regulate temperature? And I was like, well, maybe you don't have to. Maybe this is just more natural. Maybe it works better, like people who dig in the earth and build homes, you know? Oh no, I had another thought and I forgot it, but it was kind of cool. It was about the city. Forget it. But that is how I manifest. It's imagination, because I think everyone, if you can see your healthcare provider, if you do have questions about your mental or physical state, I'm not a doctor. If you're hearing ways to do things, or like it said, imagine the aura now. Imagine a golden aura. Use your imagination to see what you would like to see. Okay, so we also have clairvoyance, where we see, and we can have internal clairvoyance. This is in my mind. We can have external clairvoyance, where it's a hallucination. I don't know how you want to say it. So while I do absolutely believe that you should see your therapist and your primary for any questions you may have, also lean into it. If you are seeing it, what does it mean to you, not to anybody else? What does it mean to you? Would you like to keep seeing it? Would you like it to go away? You can have conversations, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be okay, right? But don't just run from something because it's a little different. You're brave enough to listen to the words I have for you that come out of books. So when you actually get to experience it, maybe bring that bravery forward that you have here and experience it. Go for it. Be it. Do it. I usually have my cards as a buffer, and you can absolutely do that. I do teach that. You can use your cards as like a protection buffer. It's like the idea of going, I shield myself, like I psychically shield myself. Or maybe you go, I want to shield myself. So you imagine a beautiful sparkly bubble, whatever. There's no one way to do it, and there's no wrong way to do it. Okay, do I have time to read another card? I do not. So we're going to go straight to the reads. All right. I don't know how to end the live read, so let's keep that in mind as I read. So the live part. So we're going to have these also go, if it is indeed recording, up on YouTube. So we'll keep these a little more tame. Not that I'm like screaming and yelling and hurling blood, but when I read normally. But I certainly am going to be aware that I'm reading. So Nicole, I'm going to start with you, because I believe that you're okay with that, because I told you I was going to do that. Then I will go to Steve and then Anne Marie. But if you don't want me to read, I do have chat open. Just say don't read, because I don't want to ever make you guys like, get a reading and you don't want one. I don't. All right, Nicole. Oh, what did you say before? Oh, wait, these are questionless reads, because I take forever, and that would have me be longer. But you had said I am my own mentor. I was like emperor, and then I was like empress, and then I'm like, yeah, in every card before. You are your own mentor is the fool, the magician, the high priestess, the empress, and we stop at the emperor. Why? Because you meet the lovers. Oh. No shit. Up until that point, we're completely alone. And then when we meet the lovers, suddenly there's 3 people in the story instead of just 2. And then we don't see that again until the devil. What does that mean? That's interesting. I don't know what it means, but I like it, and I hope I come back to that thought. All right, Nicole. The Tower in Oracle. I'm a little distracted. I hear my pig, and he got into something, and he's tearing it apart. And I'm not going to stop doing this because this is more important, but I'm a little distracted with pig energy right now. We have the Tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. Now in tarot, this is like, oh shit card. And here it's like, let's do some yoga, bitches. I mean, I love this card. And this is Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle by Amanda Lovelace. So we're pulling this card and then we're going to go straight to, and I took a peek. Sometimes it's loud. Oh, this is what this means. This is what we're going to talk about. And other times it's like, what? What? So I just go to the to the tarot. I can hear my pig down there destroying something. I hope it's not mine. Please don't be destroying something in mine. It's very difficult. All right. Porcine energy in the house. This is why I stopped halfway through our meeting to read for you guys, because I'm one of the slowest readers on the planet. All right. 4 Pentacles, and I'm going to stop with 2 cards. And 6 of Wands, yes, with your Tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Okay. Well, my first thought was because the Tower is asking you to go into a state of relaxation. If it's requiring you to go, well, that's not that bad though. Oh, I see. Going into a state of relaxation, I was like, is that the only way she can like know how cool she is? Like how great of a person she is? And it was like, no, it does help. But the idea here is, okay, let's talk about self-care because we talk about it every day in rooms like this. It's always mentioned, but there's so many ways for self-care. Self-care is getting that gunk out of the corners of your eyes. I forget to do that sometimes. It's very awkward. Self-care is knowing that you're a good person. That's self-care. That's part of it. Self-care is even if you don't have active and I'm when I say active voices, even if you're not going into a work environment that's like very chatty about other people, it can be a little bit mean, a little bit edgy. You still understand that that doesn't necessarily mean that that's who and what you are when other people say things, because it's words coming out of their mouth, not your mouth. Like it's not possible for that to be you because you're not the one saying it. Now, might they be on the right track? Fuck yes. We're all intuitives, I believe. So yeah, they could have some intuitive idea of who and what you are, but are they like spot on? No. No. I would be so wealthy if I had that ability. If this was like, I can tell you who and what you are and round you up, right? No, I can give you an idea. And that's all anyone is ever doing is trying to impress upon you what they think because they feel like they're that special. I don't fucking know. Just ignore them. But really, it's really what you think. Your Tower, which is so strange because I'm such a tarot reader, is really your saving grace. You know you have to come out of that position. And you know that when you do, maybe you'll look super graceful and maybe you'll just be like, we're falling. Either way, you know you have the power to remove yourself from any situation that you don't want to be in. I'm going to pull another card because I'm obsessed with it. The Sun. So for clarity, we have the Sun. Ooh. I just think it's a really good reading. Everything I said is good and you should take my advice. That's the Sun card for you. And I see you often, so I know I'll read for you again. Okay, next. All right, Steve, we're going to you next. I do like that Sun card. The Sun here too, it's not just like instantly, yes, we're all fabulous. It's that, you know, there is sun. I can see things. I can go, I really like that color on me. Or, oh, that flower is pretty. Or, damn it, I'm out of gas. I gotta get to the gas station. You get clarity. You might not like what you see, but you get it. Okay. Oh, let me put that card back in there. All right. Let's see if I can. I stopped this at half past so that I can do the individual reads because it takes. I wonder if I could do an event. Just talk to you people that do live events like this and just take questions in the chat and read them. We've done that. Okay. Oh, nostalgia, Steve. I've been pulling this one a lot. I pulled this one for me last night, actually at Nicole's event, and I got a new take on it. But let's just go to the tarot. But nostalgia, focus on the here and now. That can be really hard to do, especially if you're ADD, because it's like, what, you know, but that is your here and now. So focus on the here and now means what to you. That's the card every time. What does it mean to you? Now, I'm going to tell you what it means to me, but if it doesn't mean that to you, then don't worry about it. All right. There's also the idea, though, that this isn't necessarily you, Steve, but that it's for me super simple to say how something won't work. Well, that won't work because that really helped, right? What's more difficult for me is to see how it will work. So part of these reads is not to, and I don't think that of y'all, but I have had moments where I felt like the read was supposed to be me offering them the answer on a silver platter, like I went to the buffet and managed somehow to pick all their favorite food without having never met them before or ever asked about their dietary wants and needs. But I managed to do that. That's not fucking happening. So the read is where I can still present the information, but you pick through the food, the resources, the knowledge, the information, the data, and decide what you want to eat, and what you don't want to eat, you leave behind. Oh, that's like that movie, The Menu. No, not The Menu. The other one where they drop that platform down through a series of levels of a prison, but people don't share. I didn't see it. I only watched the trailer. It got really gross. Alrighty, Steve, that's how your reading is starting. Focusing on the here and now, we've pulled Three of Wands, Three of Wands, not swords. Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. Yes, girl. All right, so nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Well, look at you. It looks as though you have this type of energy right now where you're going, it's a fun thing, but you're kind of like, you're going into imagine it, picture it. You go into your workroom. I don't care if you have one or not, use your imagination. You go into your workroom and there are vials and there are potions and there are books and there are cards. It's fabulous. Everything that you want to see, you see. And you start going through your workroom and you're mixing potions without actually looking at your grimoire or your recipe book. And you're actually being a little messy. Like you didn't need to spill those sparkles, but you're not concerned that you did. You have a feeling of abundance and you're being somewhat wasteful. Now, it's okay. It's okay. Because in the same way I said you unnecessarily spilled sparkles, imagine the same energy with you as you walk across a green field thick with grass with a cup in your hand, so full that every step you take causes the water to slosh and fall on the grass. You're feeding the grass. You're helping the grass grow. You're doing nothing but a good thing. This energy is definitely beneficial. It's just how you use that. Like when we have excess, we can be wasteful with it, or we can give it to someone else. So if you have excess right now, give it to someone else. If you feel like your lungs need to like give a little crunch, start laughing. You can cough too, but try laughing. Share that laughter with someone else, and you're going to be able to express your lungs and be happy around someone else. The abundance can come from anywhere. It can come from too much phlegm in your lungs, so you laugh to get it out, right? To having water in your cup that you feed the grass, or a workroom full of sparkles that you start spilling everywhere and will eventually end up in a landfill. And then we end with the Magician, and this is where it's a little like, why? Because I also see, where you can reset your day. You can almost, not like you can eradicate everything that happened, but you know that everything you do in the day, and this is true for me, if I really look at it like this, everything you do during the day is a learning experience. It is. What did you learn from it? It's not going, well, I learned something today. Later. It's what did you learn? Write it the fuck down. What did you learn? What did you learn? And then we have toxic wishes to clarify that. And I'm not really sure. Which is card 15. So we're also looking at the devil. Oh, what did you learn? You got to choose, dude, to find out the meaning. You have to look a little deeper, maybe read a few books, get out some cards, talk to people, but you learn something. Other times you'll be like, oh, I know exactly what I learned. It's a good day. And then you wake up tomorrow doing the whole damn thing again. Because I host 5 times a week. So you can almost always find me. All right. Anne-Marie. Time for Anne-Marie. All right. Let me look at chat. I never look at chat. One, I'm blind as a bat, but. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Okay. No, wait, let's put this in here. Okay, Anne-Marie. Apologies. Are we going to go over? We're not. We're not going to go over. I'm doing so good with time. Okay. Okay. No, I didn't like that. Keep yourself going. Wait a minute. Okay. Lavender, which is the color, which is the scent, which is the plant. Lavender, surround yourself with love. Lavender, simple syrup. So lavender, surround yourself with love. Your cat's named Lavender. Anything. Nail polish, bracelets,
Essential oil.
essential oil. Good one. Love that. All right. Surround yourself with love. Oh, and there's a giant mirror hanging on the wall, which I just fucking got that because you can see yourself in the mirror. Did not get that. And I've been reading with this deck for years. So we have, there we go. Surround, I'm trying to put my finger away. Surround yourself with love. I love this deck. Amanda Lovelace, guys. She does have a different tarot deck. I'm not reading with it. I don't like the art's a little bit different. Lavender, surround yourself with love. So this is a no question. I am gonna float to the tarot. This is the Cozy Witch Tarot by Amanda Lovelace. I call them sister decks, like the Oracle to the Tarot. When it's the same creator, I call them sister decks. And I do read them like it's a family, so I do read them together. And you get Kipper, Lenormand, anything. The Hierophant. Okay, so actually lavender is card 19, and that equals 10, 1 plus 9. And that's the energy we're in. Oh, we have 2 majors. So we have key 5, the Hierophant, key 2, the, oh, girl. All right, key 5, the Hierophant, key 2, the High Priestess, and key 13, Broom. Key and card can be used interchangeably when you're referring to the majors. So the Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the Broom, which is also the Devil, Death, key 13. Lavender, surround yourself with love. Okay, so like I'm seeing this card, and then I'm looking there going, how many carpets does she have down? And that's when the reading took off. So let's say that you're in your den and you put this really pretty carpet down, and then you have this other carpet that's really cool, and you're like, okay, it kind of matches, and I don't need another rug, but I'm gonna put one down. And then you get rug happy, and suddenly there's a lot of rugs in your house, and your family comes over and they're like, girl, it's getting dirty. There's so many rugs. Have you like cleaned under the, and you're like, no, this is beautiful. Okay, what started out as beautiful and loving has turned into a toxic dump site. So it's not just like, I'm going to take all of my dead mother's photos and put them on the wall because I don't know why I'm going to do that, but I am. And then never fucking dusting them. Why'd you do that? It looks ugly. So what served you once, it can still serve you now, but that doesn't mean you just get to leave it and ignore it and not ever say, thank you, I'm going to come back to you, but you can just sit here and rot until I need you. Okay, moving on. So that's what I got from your Oracle card. And then we go to the Hierophant. Okay, 3 majors, the High Priestess, and Death. So I'm like, why would she do the layering and not clean? And it's, why would she do it? Okay. It is very rare. I'm blank. Very rare.
I'm feeling a lot from those cards.
Okay, would you like to share?
Yes. So it's a strange thing, but the way I found love is through grief. My best friend from college passed away 2024, November the 10th. I went to the funeral. I tried to reach out, got in touch with her husband, and then she had just passed away a few days before I got to reconnect. I used to go on hikes. We used to go on trips together with her first child. His birthday is today, actually. And I am now living in their home. There was a lot of dust. We've been cleaning for a year. There was also her mother's ashes that I found in the home, which I have released in the local lake, but I had a ceremony. It's been quite a journey of lots of energy in the home that we've been cleaning and working to clean and restructure this family unit. There's 2 boys now. I'm a bonus mom to a 12-year-old and a 19-year-old autistic boy. My life has changed and it's beautiful and wonderful, but there's been a lot of like healing. We're still all healing. I didn't expect love to find me in this manner, but it's really beautiful. So all those cards really spoke to me, including the dusting part and there's a lot
Yeah.
of, yeah. And the dust, I mean, the ashes, literal dust.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your
Yes.
share. Because I was like, I don't have any idea.
Yeah. Those all like fit perfectly.
Oh, okay. So her death card, I just love this deck. And she's sweeping though. She's literally like sweeping out.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your share. I get locked in and I was locked in on you and I couldn't see you doing any of this. And as soon as you started talking, it's not like, oh, that's what I was thinking, but I could see my story float over to your words and it was starting to settle. That's why I was like, oh shit. I never thought of it from another perspective. Ooh. Okay,
Yeah. Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Is so the share from the querent, or it would have been the person asking the question. This is a non-question read, is so important because so often, and you guys are readers, right? But for me, it's like, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't. Thank God that made sense. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I know. Chris, I've also given reads where I was sure I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is so clear. And they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, damn it. So it all works. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I am taking my mediumship class, Anne Marie. So in months, but if you would like to, and I say this respectfully, visit your friend in a few months,
Yes.
that'd be great.
Amazing. I'm open. Yes. And I'm a little bit of a Claire myself. I'm trying to fill out those areas of my life and kind of how to strengthen the intuition. But yeah, that's great. Where will I find you? Like, are you going to do it on YouTube or
Oh, I
on your
hadn't thought
channel?
about that. Well, here and then I take clients.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but I'll keep you in mind when so this is kind of like a behind the scenes because I think we are still recording, but I think this might be interesting for people. When I first start a new modality, and I realize I'm preaching to the choir with you guys, but maybe even just a new tarot spread that's a little more complicated. I do guinea pig readings, as I call them. And so you can be one of my guinea pigs if you'd like for my
Sure.
mediumship, which it sounds a little like, oh, let's play. And we are playing, but it's still very serious. But it's also for me to get an idea. I have friends who channel professionally, they tour, and they'll be like, well, when I have a feeling here, it means, and I'm like, how do you know that? Like, I don't, what? So I know I've got months of training after I do the class before I'll even consider doing this. So yes, guinea pig read. But very cool. Okay, guys. All right. Well, I'll be back Tuesday and then again on Thursday and then on Friday. And you can check out if this was successful. This will be on Willow Root on YouTube. I hope it worked. Otherwise, that's it. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow morning. Okay, bye. There's no question.